Raptors ball as we get going here in the fourth. And this one, Jay, not totally in the win column yet, but with a double-digit lead, you have to like their chances.
I love when I start seeing fans exit the arena so early in this game, and I hear people say, this one should be in the bag. Well, guess what? It's never a guarantee. You have to be careful not to slow down the pace of the game and take the air out of the basketball. You have to put your foot on the gas and try to win this game with a sense of urgency.
He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Danny Green to Lowry. Here's a chance from long range. That won't go.
As a team, they were on an absolute tear in the first half. But guess what happens during halftime? The defensive team makes adjustments, and it looks like it's working out.
To Lowry. To Gasol. And a throwdown.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. It's Minnesota basketball. T. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Shot from the lane won't go. Runner's good there.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Rose. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short. Leonard to Danny Green. Has a chance. Green with a shot, no good.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still you got to make that one.
Knocked loose. Raptors come away with it. Danny Green, guarded by Derrick Rose. Got it.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Lowry fires the 3, and it's Towns there to get the rebound. Teague with it up top. His guys down big. Jumper's good.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Lowry, defended by Derrick Rose. And he's fouled. Couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
You never really want to foul a shooter, but if you do, ensure they're going to have a tough time converting. That's good knowledge of personnel.
First one goes down. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Rose into the front court. Looking to make something happen. T, baseline drive. Has a look. The shot, almost. From long range, and knocks it down.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
Kawhi Leonard against Andrew Wiggins. Oh, a whistle.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Lowry, not a good pass there. T-Wolves have it. To Rose. Derrick Rose slams it down.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Lowry to Leonard. Missed it. How'd that not go down? Towns to Wiggins. From the painted area, won't go down. Towns to Wiggins. Pascal Siakam pins it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Count the basket at the rim.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
T to Wiggins. Lets it fly from long range. Trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good. Rose. Fires the three. Can't connect. It's no good. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. The advantage is 13 points. Off the assist.
But did you see the way he was able to do it, Ed? Did you see him constantly probe the defense by maintaining his dribble? Ultimately, if you keep your eyes on all the other defenders, they will lose track of where the ball is. That's where you slip a quick pass in for an easy dime.
How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Just a ball-handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
Lowry, defended by Derrick Rose. To Leonard. Now a pass stolen by the Timberwolves. T to Wiggins. T. Not that time. He misses. Pascal Siakam to Gasol. It goes down.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Toronto has the basketball. Full throttle, right to the basket for the deuce.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
To Wiggins. 4-3. No good. Great feed. Andrew Wiggins snatching it out of the air. Leonard. Nice pass to set things up. Karl Anthony Towns sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Rose. Now a steal as the Raptors have it.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Gasol, good for two. Great footwork once again.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Lowry goes to the left side. Leonard. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
They had so much success in the first half knocking down the three-point shot. That's not the case so far in the second. Try to play inside out. Maybe attack the rim. See the ball go in first.
Rose. The Raptors able to clear the board. Siakam matched up with Wiggins. To Lowry. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up. T. That one off the mark. It's no good. To Lowry. Can't connect.
Wait, I'm sorry. You get paid how much money to miss shots like that? That can't happen.
T. Rebounds taken down by the Raptors. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Pascal Siakam at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. T-Wolves at the controls going up the floor. T to Rose. And a whistle.
A simple touch foul.
Now the stoppage and an intentional foul means free throws coming with a little over 30 seconds to go.
They're probably going to take another look at that one later, but it didn't look good live. Luckily, no one got hurt.
2 for 2 on that trip. Kawhi Leonard matched up with the former Wildcat. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Pascal Siakam trying to cash in on a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Teague with the basketball. Down a bundle to Wiggins. Beyond the arc for three. He's had a good shooting performance, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
Yeah, no one else pretty much helped out. As a coach, I would be irate that nobody helped pick up the slack. Look, one man can never beat five.
Oh, had him going there for a second. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer, it's the Raptors with the victory. And for the very first time in franchise history, they are NBA champions. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew.
The Raptors must be feeling a million different things right now. All of them great. They've done it. NBA champions. Only a select few get a chance to experience the view from the mountaintop, and they absolutely deserve it. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Toronto Raptors. The Timberwolves won't get to lift the Larry O'Brien trophy. It was one of the best seasons in the franchise history, but without a championship, it's likely to be forgotten. The Timberwolves got their point scoring from these guys on screen.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Kawhi Leonard was just amazing in this game. What other word could you use for someone that played the kind of defense that shut down an entire team? Yeah, exactly. Amazing. Here's our top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
That's another postseason in the books, and I'm already dreading the wait for more hoops. See you next season.
one game for the... Jay, two of the best in the West, and in this modern era of NBA basketball, these two are the prototypes in terms of launching threes.
And Ed, in this ball game, everybody's going to be paying attention to the superstars, the Kevin Durant's, the Steph Curry's, the James Harden's, the CP3's. But I'm focused on one of the most underrated players on Houston, Clint Capella. He got drafted 25th in the year 2014, a great pickup by Daryl Morey. And this young man leads the league in rebounding and field goal percentage. His ability to set hard screens, knock down the mid-range shot, and clean up the glass for the Rockets could be the difference.
Clint Capella, fourth-year native of Switzerland. Jay, catch your breath. A lot of firepower right there. Kevin Durant with the rock. To Cousins. Nothing going here on that drive. DeMarcus Cousins for two with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket. 6'11", 270. That's a massive man. You can make a case there's nobody like him.
There isn't anybody like him in the NBA. He is an absolute bully on the block, can burrow his way through traffic, make it easy, and also possesses that sweet shooting touch from the outside.
Kevin Durant tips it. Gordon with it, just getting started. Strap in for a good one here in Game 7. Nice pass to set things up. Curry, they have to keep him in their grasp.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the three.
To Capella. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Curry into the front court. His team up by one. To Green. Oh, he had him there for a second. DeMarcus Cousins, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size. But in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
The jab step opens up space to knock down the jumper.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Thompson to Durant. And scores.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
It goes down.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
To Paul. Wide open look, won't go.
Woo, I'm telling you right now, he will not get a better look than that right there the rest of the night.
Fareed to Paul. Nothing going here on that drive. And a nice finish at the rim. There's a sixth sense there that you just can't teach.
If you're a player on the same team with CP3, you should be taking that point guard out to dinner every single night. There's something to be said about a guard that makes the game way easier for you to be even more of an efficient offensive player.
His first effort off the mark. Harden in possession. They're down 3. Nice pass to set things up.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Durant sizing up Eric Gordon. To Green. Fires the three. Can't get the bounce. Boogie abusing the rim. Big finish. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
And James Harden, not sure why he was so wide open there. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Harden shakes free and hits.
That's one of those plays when you go against somebody and you say, okay, I've been watching you. Now, let me do your move and actually show you how it's done.
Steph Curry, 3 for 3. That's a perfect start. He has an uncanny approach to the game.
And did you see that? His eyes are his deadliest weapon. When he steps over half court, when he looks at the rim, that naturally throws a defender off. It makes the defender lean just a little bit. And just that millisecond of you wondering what he's going to do, splash is enough for him to exploit.
Well, this could be a sign of things to come. He's 3 of 4 from downtown to start the game.
And a dangerous thing for the defensive team, he has fresh legs. That was great lift on that jump shot.
Curry, he made his first effort, but not that time. To Paul. 4-3. Well defended.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Durant. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Oh, stolen by the Warriors. Clint Capella rejects it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
To Cousins. Curry. Double figures in the first quarter, now at 10, including that 3.
And the more and more I watch, I become mesmerized with that follow-through. That release is effortless.
Harden, tough matchup against Durant. Paul to Fareed. And strokes it.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Paul in a matchup with Boogie. And the reward, he's going to the line.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximum effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. It's Curry controlling the offense. And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Durant takes on Eric Gordon. To Cousins. It's Harden with the rebound. Harden into the front court. Leads 5. Gordon against Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins able to recover with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
James Harden looking good. 4 for 5.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Steph Curry against Chris Paul. He gets it.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Cousins. And he hits.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
Lays it up and in.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Harden with it up top. Up 5. Draymond Green sends it away. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Going to launch beyond the arc. And Klay Thompson does what he does best. Hits the 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Durant matched up with Harden. Fires the 3. Not that time. He missed it. Cousins to Thompson. Here's a chance from long range. Off the mark. Tough move in close quarters with the crossover. From long range. Textbook defense. Draymond Green. Harden's on him. Durant knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Klay Thompson, defended by Eric Gordon. Oh, bad pass as the Rockets come away with it. One quarter down in this deciding Game 7. Jay and I are back after this. It's the Western Cup. First quarter down as we get ready to start the second. Boy, you talk about offensive efficiency. It was really high.
The pace of this game has been prolific. As a fan, I love to watch. As a coach, I would be pulling my hair out. These players would drive me crazy. I need to see some defense, please.
I don't want to ask this question. What hair?
Why would you ask it then if you don't want to ask?
Just go in there.
Okay. Well, you went there.
Klay Thompson against Gordon. Yes, Klay Thompson. Now 4 for 9.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Harden defended by Kevin Durant. Paul buries it on the catch and shoot.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Oh, had him going there for a second. The crossover gets inside, and the slam dunk.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
DeMarcus Cousins with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Lets it fly from long range. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Short jumper off the mark. Clint Capella. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Harden. He was all over him.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Kenneth Faried. Huge block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Green to Durant. And scores on the Euro step.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
James Harden knocks it down from mid-range.
Look, the Rockets don't take too many mid-range jumpers. Actually, last season, they led the league in three-point attempts. Glad to see them actually find a two-point shot relevant these days.
Curry to Durant. For 3, and Kevin Durant, all in one motion, hits it off the catch and shoot.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
Harden, that is great vision to set it up. Kevin Durant, snatching it out of the air.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Draymond Green swats it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it. On the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
Kicks it around the perimeter. Oh, he had him there for a second. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Eric Gordon at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. Free throw's good. A three-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. Kevin Durant has it. To Thompson. Swings it. Cousins. And drains it.
And I just hear my high school coach preaching this thing to me every single day, and it's still pertinent for the NBA. It's all about spacing. And when you have guys who are lethal three-point shooters and they understand spacing, oh, that whole floor opens up, and that's a thing of beauty to watch.
Throws it down. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Cashes in for 2. When you look at playmakers from the last decade plus, what sets Chris Paul apart?
He always puts you in a position to succeed. He leads because he's vocal, and when he directs and he guides, there is nobody better at the position than CP3.
Beyond the arc for 3. They love this hustle. Curry to bring it up. He'll run the offense. Harden to Paul. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Chris Paul has got 2 shots coming. Hasn't missed yet. First free throw is good. 2 for 2 on that trip. Warriors have the basketball. Steph Curry against Chris Paul. To Thompson. Rockets have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Yes, Klay Thompson. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
Down low to Cousins. It's a big finish.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Harden, defended by Kevin Durant. Capella. Short jumper, won't fall. Gets it in the left corner. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short. Capella matched up with the 2-time MVP. Clint Capella. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas. Or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
To Paul. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul here against Steph. Harden. Can't go down. Smothering defense. Stuffs it down with authority.
I'm really shocked the ref didn't call that. There was a lot of contact on that play, but I guess you have to play through it.
Clint Capella sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Steph Curry takes on Eric Gordon. To Thompson. James Harden with a piece. Rockets in control of the basketball. Fires the 3. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a three is like shooting a layup.
Thompson. Not that time. He misses. Gordon with it. It's an 11-point game. Kevin Durant pins it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
And the bucket's good for DeMarcus.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Ball's free throw, good. A three-point play as the Rockets add to their lead. Curry with the basketball. Down 12. Knocked loose. It's Rockets ball. Cruises inside for two.
Ed, all this talk I heard over the summer, what about CP3's hamstring? Will he be able to get back his first step? Will he still have it? There you go.
To Curry. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Gordon with it. His guys leading by 14. To Harden. Paul. DeMarcus Cousins tips it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Paul with it up top. The lead is 11. To Capella. Kevin Durant rejects it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Slam dunk.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
To Harden. Paul. To Durant. Nice pass to get things going.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
And the rebound comes down to the Rockets. Add 2 points to the board. Desperation shot here from half court. We are at halftime in Game 7. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
KD with the rock. Going to launch beyond the arc, and he knocks it down.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality, positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
Paul takes aim at Steph Curry. Fires the three. Where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
Oh, they call him for the foul.
A simple touch foul.
Curry. That's what you come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. The margin standing now at 7. Curry, offensive board. To Paul. Harden, defended by Draymond Green. Here's a chance from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Bad pass there. Warriors have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Kenneth Faried able to recover with the block.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Green to Cousins. And throws it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Draymond Green takes on Eric Gordon. Thompson to Cousins. From long range. No good. That's great defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Paul misfires. It's no good. Draymond Green matched up with Capella. To Curry. Has a look. Oh, he was wide open. And it's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
And Chris Paul, quick catch and shoot there. 4-3.
Defense, do the math. You force them to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Thompson to Cousins. Thompson won't go. Gordon with it. Up by 6. To Paul. Harden. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Eric Gordon finished second in the Sixth Man of the Year voting after winning the previous year. But what's even more astonishing is watching his development at his time in Houston. In New Orleans, often it looked like he was lost. But there's no doubt about it. In H-Town last year, he found a second life.
To Capella. Harden. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time to Durant. Lets it fly from long range. That's a dangerous spot. Kevin Durant wide open. He nails it. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer. No, he's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
Steph Curry matched up with Paul. For three, it's no good. Shot's not going down. Fareed to Paul. Beyond the arc for three. And Chris Paul, he's been doing that for years. Wide open look, and he buries it. He has that sixth sense that you just can't teach.
He's like a traffic cop, and he's navigating a myriad of bodies coming his way. And there's a smaller innuendo of the game that nobody talks about. When he makes a great pass, he'll tell the offensive player, shoot it, go up, dunk it. He will direct you and lead you to success.
To Paul. Fareed to Harden. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his sixth three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Thompson gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Klay Thompson here against Harden. To Green. Kenneth Fareed sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Curry not going down here.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
To Cousins. Got it.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Paul here against Steph. To Capella. All by himself. Creates his own shot there.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Possession lies with Golden State. Steph Curry picked up by Paul. To Durant. The drive right to the basket and the slam.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
To Paul. Gordon against KD. To Harden. Fires the three. Add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
To Thompson. 4-3. Not that time. And too much contact.
Welcome to new age basketball. You're below on me. That's a foul.
Paul to Fareed. Harden trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good. To Thompson. Steph Curry takes on Eric Gordon. Trying to cash in. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up. His instincts are unnatural, but what makes him so good given the work he's put in?
The special thing about Stephen Curry is that his entire life he has practiced great habits. A lot of players practice and get up shots, but they don't practice the right habits, and that comes with the lineage. His father, Dell Curry, making sure that he puts in the time and effort, but the proper skill with the time and the effort.
Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. To Harden. DeMarcus Cousins with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
To Harden. He connects. Had all the time in the world. Too easy.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Thompson buries the trifecta. That's the end of the quarter. The Rockets with the lead. It's the Rockets in control of the basketball as we start the fourth quarter. And that halftime lead, it was cut down in the third.
And just because the numbers on the scoreboard say that you're winning doesn't mean that the feeling on the court implies that. This team is gaining momentum. If you don't do something to gain your momentum back, they're going to come back and win this game.
Cousins to Curry. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
And scores. Strong take.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
It just seems like one of 3 things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a 3. Pick your poison.
Harden, defended by Draymond Green. To the rim, lays it up and in.
Here's lesson number 1. When you allow a player like that the freedom of space to dance with the ball, there's no telling what kind of break dance move they might hit you with.
Knocked loose. Harden in possession. It's an 11-point game. And finishes strong.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Durant against Gordon. Fires the 3. That's how you defend. To Harden. Throws it up on a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors. Cousins to Curry. Gets it in the right corner. Thompson knocks down the 3.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Harden with the basketball. His team leads it by 10. Gordon, tough matchup with Draymond Green. Oh, stolen by the Warriors. Knocked loose. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. It stays with Golden State. Curry. Rockets have the ball. Paul, defended by Steph Curry. To Capella. Here's a chance from long range. Buries the 3. He's too good to leave that open.
And the 3-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. To Harden. Has a chance. Wide open look. Won't go. Draymond Green. Picked up by Paul. From the painted area, won't go down.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
And scores.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Gets a look. Can't hit. Top of the key. Thompson to Curry from long range. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off 3-point shots.
Harden. Now that's a contest. To Cousins. Thompson. It's rebounded by Gordon. To Paul. Lets it fly from long range. Trying for a 40-point night, but it's off the mark. Durant with the basketball up top. The deficit now up to a dozen. To Thompson. Knocked loose. Rockets come up with it. Paul to Fareed. A bad pass there. Warriors have it. and coasting in for two.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Steph Curry against Chris Paul. For three, tough shot. Well defended. Fareed. Durant across the timeline. Down 12. And he scores. Yeah, he took a big step, but they'll count the bucket.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
On the basket, but a shot won't go.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Gets it in the left corner. Curry to Cousins. To Curry. Beyond the arc for three. And Steph. He can make that shot with his eyes closed. Wide open, knocks down the three. He has an uncanny approach to the game.
And did you see that? His eyes are his deadliest weapon. When he steps over half court, when he looks at the rim, that naturally throws the defender off. It makes the defender lean just a little bit. And just that millisecond of you wondering what he's going to do, splash is enough for him to explode.
Durant sizing up Eric Gordon. To Thompson. Down low Durant. Cousins. Steph Curry picked up by Paul. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Harden in possession. It's a 9-point lead. Fires the three. And the rebound belongs to Golden State. Knocked loose. It's Steph at the controls. To Green. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
That move, that was nasty right there. But look, if you don't want to defend him, let me know. I can get a 10-day.
And the finish on the nice step through.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Shot from the lane won't go. 4-3. Second effort. Draymond Green. Huge block. Paul.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Curry into the front court. The deficit now up to 5. Durant. A fundamental shot right there.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Gordon with it. He'll run the offense. The pass set it all up.
Ed, I'm telling you that every player in the league will make that shot. The defense has to be elevated.
And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Steph Curry against Chris Paul. To Cousins. Now a steal as the Rockets have it.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
And the finish at the rim.
And Ed, not every pass needs to be a home run pass or thread the needle. Sometimes an easy kick ahead or an easy shuffle pass can make the game simple. The more simplistic the game is, the more efficient you'll be as a unit.
Message received. Well defended.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Warriors have the basketball. And Cousins is fouled. Boogie going to the line. He's going to shoot 2.
You never really want to foul a shooter, but if you do, ensure they're going to have a tough time converting. That's good knowledge of personnel.
DeMarcus Cousins, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 73%. First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2. To Capella. They get it down to Paul. Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Steph Curry matched up with Paul. Going to launch beyond the arc. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. There's the whistle and an intentional foul. Just their first in the final 2 minutes, so no free throws yet. They'll take the ball out of bounds.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
Paul buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Curry, it's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Clint Capella trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 48% free throw shooter. The free throw good. Cashes in on the three-point play. The lead now stands at 10. Long key from three-quarters court. It's the Rockets who are victorious. They are champions of the Western Conference. They're on their way to the NBA Finals. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com.
Taylor Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Rockets are the Western Conference champions. After a long, grueling season, they're now headed to the NBA Finals. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored to the Houston Rockets. This has been a presentation